Okay, so quality over quantity. What does it mean to make a good YouTube video? So I've been learning YouTube. My last video was about, do you really need a thumbnail? And thumbnails go along with this very well because thumbnails are what's going to get people to actually click on your YouTube channel. Because if it looks really vibrant, really interesting, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I want to know what that's about. So thumbnails are really important and they go along with this. So that's what my last video. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll put it on the description down below in my comment section, and you guys can go get a link and watch that video for future reference. But quality over quantity, a lot of big YouTubers have been saying that you do need both, but you also need a quality video. So meaning quality is you just have to be consistent. So if you can't shoot every day, at least have a time setting where you can film at least once a day, whether it be a Saturday or whether it be on a Thursday or Friday, whatever day you choose. If you could only upload a video once a week, that's perfect, because technically TV series, your favorite TV show only comes out once a week, right? Sometimes you only get to see that show Monday or Thursday, or only comes out every Monday or every Friday. So that's really good analogy. And sorry. And so you guys also is learning what you're going to talk about. What is your niche? Because when I first started, guys, believe me, I was all over the place. I had no idea what my niche was. I just said, oh, I'm going to be a blogger, and I'm going to blog about life. I started talking about coronavirus. I started talking about politics, which I shouldn't have. I started talking about things that were going on in my general area where I live. It was just like, I was like, okay, this is not working. So I noticed I almost threw the towel and I said I quit, but I didn't. And then I started realizing, what about learning YouTube? And that's when I started to go, okay, I'm going to learn YouTube. And that is my niche. It's just learning. You have to know what your demographic is, who your videos are for. And at first I was like, everybody, anybody. I don't cuss. I'm a Christian. It's a good quality show and blah, blah, blah. No, I was wrong. Now, I am glad that I've been through all those phases because they have helped me grow a little more. And I may be still a small YouTuber, but I'm learning and I'm growing as I'm going. So I always say your failures are your successors. And if you can't learn from your failures, then you didn't succeed at anything because you didn't learn. So I have come a long ways. And another thing is learning what you're going to talk about. I just got home from work and I accidentally left my notebook in the car because when I was at lunch, I was sitting in my car and I was watching YouTube videos and I was taking notes. And I always write down what I'm going to talk about. And then I search the topic on YouTube. It's perfect. It's a search engine. And it tells you keywords, how many people search that topic. So I searched quality over quantity and I just started and a bunch of people popped up. So I've learned that it's better to be consistent and put out one good quality video than to put out hundreds and suck at it, because then nobody's going to watch your videos. Because that's what I was doing at the beginning. I was like choking myself like this, and I was like just putting out videos and videos and videos, and it wasn't worth it. It wasn't doing anything. And I didn't realize that I was actually hurting myself. So technically you want to put good quality videos, and the way you do that is just study. What is your niche? Who are your demographic? It's okay. Not everybody's going to like your YouTube channel. That doesn't mean you're not going to get people to view you, and that doesn't mean you're not going to get a subscriber. There is a demographic that I've been learning. So for instance, like I was watching a video from Think Media and he brought a perfectly good example. There is a channel he's like that this lady does, and hers is about gardening. I don't like gardening, he's like, but she has 2.3k subscribers, and he's like, and I don't watch her channel, but we helped her grow her channel, and her channel now has, but all she talks about is gardening, and for me it's not my thing. And then she talked about women over 40, a lady who does a fashion for women over 40, and she's like gives out fashion tips. He's like, I don't watch her channel, I don't. And I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense. And so, because at first I was like, everybody is going to be on my channel. Everything's going to be on my channel. Everything's going to be my channel. And so I have to learn what is my niche. So I decided my nickname was part of my niche. My nickname is my channel, Dinky. And so it's like, what is my niche? Learning. So that is my niche, is learning YouTube, learning whatever it is. It's, it's like, at first I was just blogging about everything and anything and not knowing that I wasn't being consistently. So, because I was blogging all the time, and then I quit, and then I would start, and then I quit, because life happens. Sometimes you gotta work, and you don't have the time to film, or your kid, if you have kids, or your husband, or whatever. Life just sometimes happens and it gets in the way. I totally get it. I know. Also is equipment. You don't need big equipment. I usually prefer my phone, and that's what I'm filming at, for the simple reason that my phone is smaller, it's more compact, and it's easier for me to set it on my ring light, and I can just film, and I don't have to worry about setting up my tripod, opening it up, and then getting all the things together so that I can have it all viewed and set so that I'm in focus and my camera's in focus and I'm ready to go. And it's just, when you have a little space and you don't have enough space, then that's why I prefer my phone. Because I don't have a big room, or I don't have enough space in my room at the moment to just bring out my tripod and then just set it there. So when I get my own space, my own room, that's the first thing I told my husband. I'm making me a little small YouTube video in my own little square, and I'm going to set it up and stuff like that. And learning your angles, because you don't want to have, another thing is, you don't want to be like, you have to learn your angles. So meaning you don't want half of your face or going up your nose. You want it to be clear center. The best way I can give pointers that I've learned that's helped me is rule of thirds, because I do photography. So you don't want to be too much in this. You want to be centered, but you want to be properly centered. Like, you want to where people, it looks more. So like, I think Media was actually talking about this. He goes, you see how it is in the viewfinder, and he goes, and just kind of bring it down a little bit, not too much, but just center it to where you can, it's like above your head, and it's not like you're not cutting off anything else. You're centered, you're perfectly. Another thing is lighting. Is you don't need to buy big bulky lights or expensive. Like, my ring light was under $20, and I got it on Amazon, so it was actually a really good deal. The only thing I don't like is that it moves a lot, so I gotta figure out how to get it not to be so wobbly. That's the only thing I don't like, so I might have to end up buying another one. I don't know, who knows. But I do have a DSLR camera that I shoot, that I was doing. I did a few videos with it because I wanted to test it out. And I do like the quality of my Nikon. I have the Nikon D3200. I have showed it in some of my videos. But I usually film with my this one is 18 millimeters to 55 millimeters, and this is the one that I usually shoot with, and I like it, and it gives out really good quality. The only problem, again, like I said, is I have to have my stand, and then I gotta bring it all out, and then I gotta make sure I'm in focus, and it's just, and I don't have a lot of room, so I kind of have to move it around so people can walk and go. It's like, and it gets in people's ways, so it's kind of like really difficult for me to just, you know. And another thing is also just being energetic and being you. When I first started YouTube, I was shy, a little, still am, but I was like, oh my gosh, how do I do this? And And it's okay if you stumble, fine. I always say your failures are your successors, because if you didn't learn from them, then you didn't succeed. You didn't know anything. So I'm going to show you guys a few of my first videos of how I started, and then one of my videos of my last videos that I just did, so you guys can see the difference on how much I progress. And then leave a comments below what you guys think, because I honestly do think that quality does matter, but also being consistent, meaning quantity, not meaning a lot, but meaning consistent, is just being able to stay consistent and know what it means to be consistent. Sometimes they say letting your audience know when you're going to be filming, like what days, and then letting them know what you're going to be talking about next. What is your next? Giving them a little so that they can be prepared and anxious to see what you're going to be talking about next. So let me get you guys, let me look my videos and then I'll be right. Okay, guys, this is one of my very first videos I did, and it was called Talk to Your Kids About Sex. And I was using my regular name at first. I am a mother of an 11-year-old son who's very curious. He has ADHD, Tourette's, and even though I can't get the doctor to diagnose him, I got other psychologists diagnosed him autistic. He's not so much high. He's probably in the high functioning. He can talk, speak, but he has a hard time making friends. He's has a hard time understanding social. So that's one of my very first. I'll show you guys another one. I am like all over the place. Give me 1 second, guys. So here's another one of my videos. It's called Dinky Blogs, and I was talking about cameras and how you should go get a camera and see how much they are and what's in your budget. So, and now we're at the first of my very videos I've done to now. So those were my old videos. This is my newer videos. And you see the difference? Very huge difference. So today we're going to be talking about thumbnails and do they really work. So as you guys know, so there you have it, guys. I really do think that these videos that you're making are good, because even though you might think, oh, they're amazing, and then later you're like, why? They're good practice. They're good to show you how you progress. They're good for you to know, okay, this is what I need to improve on. And I really do believe that more videos you make, patience is a virtue. You'll become better, and you will become a YouTuber over time. I've remember somebody saying that Mr. Beebs had no subscribers, like hardly any subscribers when he first started, and then he just had very little. He was small, and it took him 5 years to finally get it, and now he's like huge. So that's what I've been doing, is just taking my time learning YouTube. What is it that I was doing wrong, and learning how to make it better and put it into my own. There is no wrong ways to make a video. I'm just saying in my own input that if you want to make videos, it's better to stop, think about what you're going to talk about, write it down, make practice videos. That's usually another thing I do, is I make practice videos and then I review them and then I delete them, because that practices gets my adrenaline going, because I believe in order to have a good video too, is you have to put in the energy, because sometimes your energy goes off and it might click to you, be like, yeah, she's fun and energetic to watch, and it's just making sure that you're putting out videos that are you and fun, because you are your own worst enemy and you're the only one that can fail. So if you're just starting out and you're like, oh, maybe next week. No, do videos now and start growing from there. You don't have to have the whole shebang. You're not have to like. Just, you can even edit on your phone like I do. That's what I've been doing, is just editing on my phone, because my laptop is not as newer, and so I don't want to put too much stuff into it right now and then later cram it up. So for me, it's just using my phone. Phones nowadays have good quality filming, and I really do believe that if you just put in the effort and you practice, you'll get there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have a great night. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.